I just want to find out and ask that what's the essence of this discussion about how we can fix Nigeria?
I mean, How to Fix Nigeria was something we started 3 years ago. It was my idea. I wanted to do a documentary that sort of addressed practical answers and solutions to some of the things that we have, grappled with in Nigeria for a while. I mean, people always say to me that, but Nigeria isn't broken. What are you talking about fixing it? And I would say to them that, the topic is quite tongue-in-cheek. The idea is to get people thinking and talking. It's not necessarily It's not a condemnation of the country. It's actually an engagement with Nigeria and Nigerians regarding what we really need to do. I was particularly interested in younger people, because it's a whole new generation of people who need to engage with the country fully and need to engage with every level of the country. So we thought, let's take different solutions and take different sectors of the country, and let's think of innovative ideas, and particularly let's talk to young-minded people who are tackling these issues. So we've had conversations about very many things. We had conversations about history, Nigeria's history, how we got here in the first place, who we are, how we were funded, how we were founded as a country, and where we want to go. We've had conversations about the military, we've had conversations about patriarchy, we've had a conversation about education, about elections. We've had a lot of conversations. I think this is about if I'm correct, this should be about the 7th or 8th one over the course of this past 2.5 years. So this particular one about technology, I mean, it's not to say that technology would be the solution to Nigeria. There's no one solution, but just to encourage deeper, less censored conversations about what a new generation should be thinking about regarding building the sort of future that Nigerians aspire towards. I've used the word intentional. I think that we should become intentional about what our future will be. We can pre-write history, and this conversation is meant to generate the kind of thoughts and engagement that will lead to that.
We all know that technology is something that, it creates jobs. Technology is smooth. Technology is something that is sassy. Technology makes things move so fast, and it makes us look as if, people are very, very innovative. But where do we put those who are maybe the elderly? How can they be educated? How can they be involved in technology so that at the end of the day we can move forward to help fix Nigeria? Because we know that in a way technology bridges a gap.
Right.
Apart from bridging a gap between the rich and the poor, maybe male and female, we also know that it's bridging a gap between the old and the young.
So technology is not a tool, technology is a process, and so the old are already educated. I always quarrel with what we consider to be education. So formal Western education is one on one hand, and there's literacy and education of different communities and cultures within Nigeria, which a lot of people have. And so technology is a tool that I think, because if we think of technology in terms of processes, then we think of the tools of the products of technology and innovation. So we're usually concerned and fascinated and fixated with the products of innovation and technology technology. However, it's a process we have to become really interested in. And a lot of older people too, they are educated in that way. What they need to become more conversant with, some of them, are the tools of today, so that the conversation can be cross-generational, because you cannot do anything without, this cross-generational conversation. So I think that we have to rewrite or rethink what we think educational, and that's why technological tools can become useful, because then we can actually begin to apply technology to disseminate information and processes that will mean education, that will lead to innovation. Because innovation is already existing in our different communities. I dare say we need to value them more. We need to also promote them. We need to narrate them properly, and we need to invest in them more. That's how we grow. So the idea of technology fixing Nigeria is once again another cheeky thing that we came up with to stimulate the conversation about how to. I would say, if I had a way, Nigeria needs to become intentional and passionate about educating people across board. I don't mean schooling, I mean education. And that's where technology also can come in, whether it's in civic engagement and commercial engagement. So it's not one or one off. It's part of the whole big change and it's so called.
Okay.
I think everybody has a role to play.
Okay, and lastly, we all know that we can't do anything or we can't fix Nigeria without involving the government. And today, a lot of discussions, a lot of conversations have, come out of today's, topic. How can technology fix Nigeria? Now, from all that has been done today, how is it going to be put into a form of action plan so that in a way it can be presented to government that this is what we have come up with, these are the conversations, these are the things that are trending. How are you going to put that forward together and present it to the government?
So in terms of us, as How to Fix Nigeria, this series, we always have like a document, at the end of the day of what came out of the conversation. So that's available for anybody who wanted to access that. But in terms of changing the government, we must also think that the government is not this abstract entity. The government is the people. It is us. So at the end of the day, it's the process of government that we need to change. And that's where technology also comes in making it more accountable, more transparent, and also reshaping exactly how government works. So and that's why one of the panelists was talking about what the civic engagements should be. I mean, I'm also very interested in what radical ideas can come up, or what radical innovation can come up that will stymie some of the systems and processes within the government and the structure of Nigeria that would encourage productivity. Because one of the things we want to do is to engage the masses of our people. And I'll give you a practical example. People always talk about Macron, or they talk about Obama in 2008, that we need an Obama, we need a Macron. If you think about Macron and Obama, one of the things they have in common is the ability to rally a large base of people, in their own country. It's very difficult to do that in Nigeria because it starts with language. What language are you going to speak to people? So if you spoke to people in Pidgin, the middle and upper class who also have power will say, this one is an idiot, it's an illiterate, they don't want to deal with you. If you speak to people in Yoruba, the Igbo will say, Kai. That person, what's that person say? That person's been tribalistic. If you speak in Hausa, they'll say you're tribal. If you speak in English, you cut out the whole mass of people.
They'll say you're posh.
So you're posh. So I think that even one of the areas where I like to say innovation is some sort of thing that translates automatically what you say into your own mother tongue. So that if a person comes up today, let's say you come up today, and you are this person with all these great ideas who want to rally people, want to do the right thing, you'll be able to tell them and convince them. When they hear it, even if you're speaking English, they hear it automatically in Hausa, or they hear it in Igbo, or they hear it in their own, so that they can connect with it, so that they can also run with you. Because otherwise, the process of getting in government will be left in the hand of the godfathers. And once you are brought in by the godfathers, and dare I say I use godfathers consciously, then of course we go on using the same, you continue with the same power block that exists already. So we have to think intentionally and disruptively. But once again, we must remember that technology is a process. It's a tool. We must think of how we will leverage and wield it for our own good.
Thank you very much for me, Yoda.